Singleton and Hudson back to await the kick, and the ball is in the air off the right foot of Jaden Fielding, and Nick Singleton will let land in the end zone. Ethan Grunkemeyer making just his second start, 59% completions, 198 yards passing, 2 wide to the right, now 3 wide to the right as quickly the Lions get on the ball. Grunkemeyer out of the shotgun, hands to Katron Allen, going to the left side in trouble and thrown down by linebacker Arvell Reese at the Ohio State 46, helped by defensive end Kenyatta Jackson, and that brings up a course in third down.
Yeah, Caden McDonald also involved in that play there.
Sayin in a shotgun, Jackson off his left hip, 4 receiver package. Now a couple of them are tight ends that'll flip-flop, Kazmarek and Clare. Sayin in a shotgun with a snap, fakes a handoff, drops back at his 3 to pass. Sayin looks, he'll fire middle of the field where it is caught, and the receiver Tate taken down at the Ohio State 30-yard line, coming from right to left corner. A.J. Harris with a stop, but it's a first down pickup presented by Kroger to Carnell Tate. 3rd and 5, Ohio State at their own 36-yard line. Now Donaldson was in the backfield. He'll break wide to the left with 2 other receivers. And Julian Sayin changing the play as he's working in a shotgun all by his lonesome. Back to pass is Sayin. He looks and heaves that up the left side, and it's caught by Jeremiah Smith, pushed out of bounds to the 46 of Penn State, where he was covered by Davion Collins, cornerback, but it's a first down to Jeremiah Smith.
And one bad coverage by Collins, but it was a better route by Jeremiah Smith and an excellent throw by Julian Sayin on the Ohio State sideline to pick up that first down.
Sayin off to a good start.
Yeah.
Getting the Buckeyes.
Perfect again.
Yes, to the Nittany Lions 46.
2 for 2.
Jeremiah Smith is wide right. Sayin gets the snap, looks, and he pulls the trigger of the pass right side to Jeremiah Smith, who's dropped at the 34 of Penn State by safety Zaquee Wheatley, and coming off the right flank, Smith with a catch that moves the sticks with another first down.
Kind of some window dressing there by Ohio State's offense. They had 4 receivers, as you mentioned, lined up to the left, but they wanted to go to the right. Jeremiah Smith out there runs a slant route inside, picks up another first down.
Next to quarterback Julian Sayin is Bo Jackson. 3rd and 4, Buckeyes of the Penn State 15. Here in a scoreless first quarter. Sayin gets the ball, looks, quick flip, goes up the left side to Smith, who catches and goes to the end zone for a touchdown on a 15-yard scoring play. Julian Sayin to Jeremiah Smith, who got by safety King Mack, and Ohio State strikes first, taking a 6-0 lead.
What a drive by Ohio State to start this game, and kind of like what they did against the Badgers. Julian Sayin perfect on this drive, 6 for 6 throwing the football. Feeding it to number 4, Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith catches that around the 3-yard line and then knifes his way into the end zone.
His 8th touchdown catch, the 20th scoring toss of the year for Julian Sayin. PAT unit on. Tight end moving in motion, Kazmarek to the left. Julian Sayin gets the snap, fakes a handoff, looks to throw, heaves that one down the right seam where it's caught. Wide open is Ennis, who scoots to the 30 of Penn State, where he is tackled by safeties Zaquee Wheatley, and Brandon Ennis, who scored the go-ahead touchdown last year at Penn State, gives the Buckeyes a first down in Nittany Lion territory.
Can't double everybody, right, Paul?
Exactly.
So they couldn't double Carnell, or they tried to double Carnell, and they tried to double Jeremiah, but then there's Brandon Ennis running right in the middle of the field. Julian Sayin was able to hit him.
Ennis with his first TD catch of the year 2 weeks ago at Wisconsin, 1st and 10. More shifting as West comes into the backfield next to Julian Sayin, who's going to hand it off to Isaiah West. Following blockers upfield, breaks some tackles, gets all the way to the Penn State 19-yard line before he's yanked down by corner Davion Collins. Isaiah West gives the Buckeyes not only a first down, but he gets them in the Giant Eagle red zone. Both lines are set. Furman poised over the football. Snaps it to McGuire. Fielding's kick in the air for a 22-yard field goal is up, and it is good, increasing Ohio State's lead to 10-0 over Penn State. 1st and 10, Penn State at their own 25. Grunkemeyer gets the snap. Quick toss comes left side. Ross, and he's dropped at the Penn State 24. Caleb Downs, All-American safety, right on the spot.
Yeah, Jermaine Matthews did a good job tying that up and allowing number 2, Caleb Downs, to come out there and finish it up to get a TFL.
Who gets the snap, looks to throw, harassed, but dumps it complete. Singleton left side to his own 40, 45 to the 50, and he is taken out of bounds by defensive back Jermaine Matthews around the Ohio State 49-yard line.
Ryan Day's looking for that holding call, too. He got his hands up talking to that heads linesman there as Penn State quickly gets back on the line of scrimmage.
No holding call coming. 1st and 10, Penn State at the Ohio State 49-yard line. Singleton, the single setback. Grunkemeyer under center, pitches Singleton, coming left side, gets to the 5, and Singleton to the end zone for a touchdown. And it is the first touchdown in the first half that Ohio State's defense has yielded all season. Penn State on the board trailing 10-6. Quarterback Julian Sayin, who's in a shotgun. Sayin gets the snap. Back to throw from his own 20. Pressure coming. He rolls to the left. He's in trouble. Eludes a couple of defenders and runs straight ahead to his own 30. Wide to the right. He'll get to the 39, and that's where he is taken down at the 39-yard line. Julian saying he picks up the first down. Stopped by corner Elliott Washington. It's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
That's some stuff you can't coach as a quarterback coach. You got to be able to feel that as a quarterback. And Julian saying had pressure, found a hole, and picked up the first.
At the 39 on Ohio State side of the field, saying to go on top again. He looks and passes out on the right side. Jeremiah Smith, the catch off a defender to the 50 and shoved out of bounds at Penn State's 45-yard line. Goes Jeremiah Smith by safety King Mack. Another first down on a pass play.
Yeah, just a quick hitter there to number 4, Jeremiah Smith.
Penn State showing blitz again. Snap to Sand. Fakes a reverse. Looks to throw from his own 45. Slings that deep down the right side for Carnell Tate, who runs under it and grabs it and lunges into the end zone for a touchdown. Carnell Tate had a defender on him, and as he went down the right side, he got beyond Zion Tracy, and a 45-yard TD pass. Julian Sand to Carnell Tate, and the Buckeyes get 6 more points, leading 16-7.
Great job on the play action there. We got a lot of guys to bite. As we were talking, they were bringing some pressure. Ohio State was able to pick it up, and then Carnell Tate one-on-one. We've seen it all year. You cannot get him one-on-one, and if he does, he's going to outbody the guy and find the football.
Everybody gets set on the ball. Allen behind the quarterback, who takes the snap under center. Hands to Allen, reaches forward to the goal line, and a touchdown signal coming from the far official. Katron Allen, a 1-yard touchdown run. And Penn State takes advantage of the turnover. For the moment, they trail Ohio State 17-13. Motion on the right, and one of those 3 wides will be Jackson, who lines behind Sayin in a pistol. And Julian Sayin fakes a handoff, pivots to his right, tosses on the runner. It's caught. Will Kazmarek scoots up to his own 37 and dragged out of bounds at his own 38-yard line by linebacker Keon Wiley. First down to tight end Will Kazmarek. Tight ends on each side of the line, and Jackson in the backfield next to quarterback Julian Sayin. And Sayin back to pass from his own 30-yard line. Looks and he fires deep down the right seam for Carnell Tate. Got it to the 20 of Penn State, to the 10 and to the 5. He is taken down at the 5-yard line. Carnell Tate by safety Zakee Wheatley. And that bomb gets the Buckeyes in a Giant Eagle red zone.
The Buckeyes are like, why don't we just keep throwing the ball, right? I mean, it seems to be working. And, you know, we had a fumble on that last series by Ohio State where they tried to run the football on first down. Maybe they learned their lesson. We're just going to throw it down the field.
Worked at Wisconsin.
It sure did.
First and goal, Ohio State at the Penn State 4. Nate Roberts and Bennett Christian, a couple of extra tight ends, come into the lineup. Third and goal, Ohio State at Penn State's 1. Sand barks out the call. Gives it now to Donaldson. Goes over left guard and into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. C.J. Donaldson, his 7th scoring run of the season. And Ohio State strikes in a hurry early in the third quarter, taking a 23-14 lead over Penn State.
They weren't messing around, right? They came right out of half, got a first down, got the deep ball connected to Carnell Tate for 57 yards. Next thing you know, it's first and goal, and 3 running plays later, they get into the end zone.
Who is back deep along with Corey Smith. Kickoff in the air. And Smith is going to let that one check up at the 3, and he's got to field it at the 4. Brings it right side to the 10. He's in trouble and dropped at the 11-yard line. Boy, Cam Smith got himself in a bad spot. Joey Velasquez is involved on that stop. That ball just like a Skip Mossick shot off the tee, checked up at the 2-yard line, and Cam Smith found himself in Corey Smith in a difficult spot. 3rd and 6, Penn State from their own 37-yard line. Snap to Grunkemeyer. Looking to throw, looks left, looks right, and walks into the arms of a couple of defenders who drop him. Kenyatta Jackson, defensive end, and Zion Grady, an end on the other side, bring him down behind the line for a sack, and it'll force a punt.
Yeah, just a good cage rush there. Both of the defensive ends were coming upfield, wouldn't allow Grunkemeyer to get out of the pocket, and then just push each left tackle and right tackle back into the body of Grunkemeyer and took him down.
Jackson, a senior, Grady, a freshman, involved in that play. Center Carson Hinsman over the ball with his right hand on it, snaps it to Sand, drops back at his 12. Sand looks, and he rifles that down the right side. Jeremiah Smith got into the 35 of Penn State, taken down to the Nittany Lions 20-yard line. Stopped by safety King Mack. It's a first down pickup and a big one through the air. Julian Sand to Jeremiah Smith.
Julian Sand had 245 yards before that throw. That's another outstanding play by the quarterback, and what a catch by Jeremiah Smith.
First down pickup presented by Kroger has the Buckeyes at Penn State's 21-yard line.
Yeah, that was for 57. So he's got 302 now, Julian Sand. He came in the ballgame averaging 267 yards per game.
Clare will be on the right side with Bennett Christian and Will Kazmarek. Wide to the left, Jeremiah Smith. And Sayin under center with Donaldson behind him at setback. And Sayin fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws into the end zone right corner. Caught by Bennett Christian for the touchdown. His second career touchdown catch, the first of this year. Bennett Christian with a 1-yard catch from quarterback Julian Sayin. It's 30-14, Ohio State.
Third touchdown pass of the ball game for Julian Sayin. The freshman quarterback has been very, very impressive. 3 TDs, 300 yards, 86% completion rate, and he leads Ohio State on another scoring drive.
He certainly does. He threw the one touchdown that Bennett Christian caught last year. 3rd and 10, Penn State from their own 31, trailing 31-14 to Ohio State. Snap to Grunkemeyer, back to throw to his 21. He's sacked by Arvell Reese at the 20. Ohio State's linebacker from Cleveland Glenville, Arvell Reese, just came in from the backside, jumped on his shoulders and downed him.
Ohio State had a 3-down line there, but Arvell Reese just came off working against the left tackle, was able to run right by him and pick up the second sack of the ball game to back him way up. 4th and 21. This will be punt number 5.
For Gabriel Wasso, senior from Durwood, Maryland. Sayin gets the snap, hands to James Peoples. He'll run past left guard, break a couple of tackles, get up to the 40 and take it down at the Ohio State 41 by safety Zakee Wheatley. A nice run by James Peoples at a first down pickup for Ohio State presented by Kroger. Grunkemeyer, redshirt freshman from Lewis Center right here in the Columbus area, and Olentangy High School takes the snap out of the shotgun. Pressure coming, tosses left side, Singleton, and Arvell Reese blows him up at the Penn State 23. The Ohio State linebacker right on the spot.
He just runs around like no one's blocking him. I mean, and no one can block him. He's so fast, he runs by a lot of people. He can dodge them when he's running out there, and just made another tackle for loss for Ohio State.
Certainly headed to all conference honors, you would think.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 11. Penn State with the ball at their own 24. Under 12 to play fourth quarter. It's 31-14, Buckeyes the lead. 3rd and 7, Nittany Lions to their own 28. And it's a reverse coming around, ball thrown back on a flea flicker to Grunkemeyer. He's in trouble, and he goes down around the 12-yard line. Kenyatta Jackson and Arvell Reese, linebacker and defensive lineman, kind of brought it all down. And there's a penalty flag down in front of the Penn State bench.
Illegal motion, offense number 16, went in motion from the line of scrimmage. That penalty's declined. Result of play, 4th down.
So Penn State will have to punt again.
We're going to give that sack to Kenyatta Jackson. That's a 2-sack day.
Bo Jackson in the backfield behind the Ohio State quarterback Julian Sayin in a pistol. And Sayin will hand it off. Jackson coming left side, hits his own 40, 45, 50. He gets loose to the Penn State 40. Down the left seam to the Nittany Lions 20-yard line, and he's taken down at the 12-yard line. Penn State's corner, A.J. Harris, finally brought Bo Jackson down, but he gets that ball in the Giant Eagle red zone with a good-looking run.
Well, he's averaging 6.4 per attempt. That number will rise after that nice run by Bo Jackson. Good blocking at the point of attack. He made some guys miss as he got downfield and turned on the jets, and Penn State finally was able to catch up to him at the 11-yard line.
Freshman from Cleveland Villa, Angelo St. Joseph's, makes it 1st and 10 Ohio State at Penn State's 11-yard line.
51-yarder there.
First down Buckeyes to the Penn State 11. Sand with a snap, fakes a handoff, lofts that one in the end zone. It's deflected, but down with it is Smith to catch it and step into the end zone. Jeremiah Smith catches a deflected pass and takes it in the end zone for a touchdown on an 11-yard pass play. One of the Nittany Lions tipped that ball into the air, but there was Jeremiah Smith to grab it like an apple off the tree and step into the end zone.
How about that play there by Jeremiah Smith? The concentration, keeping his eyes on that football to pull the ball in after it got deflected, as you mentioned, Paul, up in the air. He finds it and brings it in for a TD.
And that makes it 37-14 Ohio State. Grunkemeyer in the shotgun, drops back to throw from his 16. Pressure coming. He's hit and thrown down. Ball loose. And it's going to be picked up by Ohio State around the Penn State 18-yard line. And getting that ball, it looked like, was lineman Caden McDonald.
Yeah, I don't think he caught it. So that'll be a sack, I guess, again.
So Penn State keeps it 2nd and 16 to their own 19-yard line. And the Ohio State players urging the crowd to make noise.
Yeah, Jermaine Matthews jumping all over.
Now he's got to go get in position. Empty backfield for Grunkemeyer. Gets the snap out of the shotgun, looks and throws left corner of the end zone, and it is intercepted by Caleb Downs as he jumped in front of Dinkins, the intended receiver. And Downs comes up with his second interception of the season, and Ohio State will get the ball thanks to a touchback. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield. That is the 6th career interception for Ohio State safety Caleb Downs. Buckeyes will have the ball at their own 20-yard line, leading Penn State 38-14.
With 4:29 to go, Ohio State obviously just like to milk this clock. They got some history of doing this against Penn State. Last year they were able to milk the clock to win the ball game.
Yeah, nice slide by Will Howard. And Jackson behind Sand, who's under center. Give to Bo Jackson, going right side behind blockers, gets to his own 40, pecks his way to his 45 before he's finally stopped by corner Davian Collins. That's another first down.
Great block there by the left guard. Luke Montgomery pulling to his right, was able to take care of his man.
Sand under center, backs behind him in an eye. Isaiah West, the deep back, but Sand will take it
First
himself
down.
and get shoved ahead all the way up near the Penn State 40-yard line with a minute to play in the game. Sand will take the snap, take a knee, hit the ground. And with a half minute to play, everybody will go meet one another at the middle of the field, and Ohio State remains undefeated, knocking off Penn State 38-14 the final here in Columbus. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.